everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video we will understand how to add subscriber in different MailerLite groups on Razorpay payments. So here let's say that I am an online educator and I have created some online courses. So here I am using Razorpay as the payment gateway. Now my objective is that whenever a customer purchases any of my course, then I want to add that customer as a subscriber in MailerLite in a specific group. Now to do this, I will have to build an integration between these two applications, for which I will be using Pabbly Connect, where my trigger application will be Razorpay and my action application will be MailerLite. So to learn more about this integration, follow me through the screen. So in this video, we will understand how to add MailerLite subscriber in different group on Razorpay payment. So here let's say that I am an online educator and I have created some online courses. So here I am using Razorpay as a payment gateway. These are the payment pages of the two courses which I have created. So here my objective is that whenever a customer purchases any of my course, then I want to add that customer as a subscriber in a specific group in MailerLite. So here I have created the two groups as per the course name. Then I want to add that customer as a subscriber in a specified group in MailerLite. Now to do this, I will need to build an integration between these two applications, for which I will be using Pabbly Connect. So here as an existing user, I will simply sign in, but if you are a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button and you will get 100 tasks for free every month. So here as an existing user, I'm signing in. Now this here is the all applications page by Pabbly. I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. So this here is my dashboard, and to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. And now here in this dialog box appearing, I will give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as Razorpay to MailerLite, and on my left hand side you can see that these are the folders which I have created. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as Razorpay. So now here I will click on create. So as I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. Basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation and integration will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So moving to my trigger window, as my use case suggests, that is to add MailerLite subscriber in different groups on Razorpay payment. So over here, I'm going to select Razorpay as my trigger application. Now I need to select the trigger event that will be payment captured. So this trigger will start working when the status of the payment will be changed to captured. So here I am selecting it. So here as I've selected my trigger application and the trigger event, over here you can see that a webhook URL is given and along with that a help desk is given. So read this help desk given below carefully, because this webhook URL will act as a bridge to connect your Razorpay account with Pabbly Connect. Now I will take you to my Razorpay account, and over here I will go to account and settings, and here in account and settings I will go to webhooks, and here in webhooks I will go to this add new webhook button to create a new webhook. So here I need to mention the webhook URL, so I will copy the webhook URL from Pabbly Connect and I'm going to paste the same over here. So once this is done, over here in the active events, I'm going to select it as payment captured, and now I'm going to click on create webhook. So here you can see that the webhook is saved successfully. So now over here, these are the payment pages of my courses. So over here in Pabbly Connect, you can see that it is waiting for a response. So over here, I will make a test purchase for this course. So here I'm selecting the course as PHP programming course. That is my first course. So now here I've added the details. Here is the course. Here's the first name as test, last name as student, email as teststudent@pabblytudes.com, along with a dummy phone number and the amount. So over here now I'm going to click on pay. So as I'm in test mode, so this will be a test payment. So here I'm going to select card. And now over here, I'm going to mention the dummy card details. So here, this is a dummy card number. And now over here, I'm going to add the expiry. And over here, I need to mention the cardholder's name. And moving to CVV, I've mentioned it. And now I will click on pay now. So here, I'm going to click with pay without saving card. And I will enter a dummy OTP. So here you can see that the payment is successful. And here in Pabbly Connect, you can see that I've received a response as well. So here is the payment entity status that is captured. Here is the order ID. Here is the phone number, last name, first name, email ID, along with some other details. And here is the course name as well, that is by the name of PHP programming course. So as this is a purchase for the course, that is PHP programming course. So now what I want, that the customer who purchases the course, that is PHP programming course, should be added to a group in MailerLite that is by the name of PHP programming course. So the first objective of this automation is done successfully. Now whenever I will receive a new payment through Razorpay, then automatically the payment details will be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. This trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. So as here I've got the payment details. Now I want to add this customer as a subscriber in MailerLite in a specific group. So over here in my action window, I'm going to use router. So router by Pabbly helps you to put different type of routes in your automation. So over here you can put as many routes you want to. So here I'm renaming the first route as PHP programming course, and now I will click on update. And now I'm going to rename the route to, over here I'm renaming it as Java for beginners, and now I will click on update. So now over here, moving to set filter and action steps. Over here I want to add a filter that those who have purchased the course by the name of PHP programming course should be filtered for the group in MailerLite. So now over here, I need to select the label for filter. So filter basically helps to put different conditions in an automation. So over here in select label from the response received, I'm going to select the label as the course name. So here I've selected it, and over here the filter type will be equal to, and in the value I'm going to write the name of the course. So now here I'm going to click on save and send test request and see the response. So over here the customers who have purchased the course, that is PHP programming course, will go ahead in this automation which I'm about to set up. So here I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that the status is success and the condition is true. So now whenever a customer will purchase a course by PHP programming course, will go ahead in this workflow. So here I'm going to add an action step. So as here I want to add a subscriber in a group in MailerLite. So here I'm going to search for MailerLite as my action application. So I'm searching for it, and here it is, MailerLite Classic. Now moving to the action event, that will be to add or update subscriber in the group. So here I'm selecting it, and now I need to establish a connection between my MailerLite Classic account and Pabbly Connect. So I will simply click on connect, and over here if you have an existing connection, you can go with the same or you can add a new connection. So to add a new connection, read this instruction given below carefully, and now I need to mention the API key to establish a new connection. Now I will take you to my MailerLite account, and here under my profile section I will go to integrations. And now here in integrations, I will go to developer API. And over here, this is the API key. So if you want to regenerate a new API key, you can do that. But as of now, I want to go with the existing key. So I'm going to click on copy. And over here in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to paste the same. And now I will click on save. So here you can see that MailerLite Classic is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Now moving to group ID. So over here, I will go to subscribers. And here in subscribers, I will go to groups. So here you can see that I have created these groups. So now as the customer has made a purchase for PHP programming course, so I want to create the customer as a subscriber in this group in MailerLite. So over here in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to search for PHP, and here is the group. Now I need to mention the email of the new subscriber. So here from the response received, I'm going to map the email of the customer, and here's the email. Now moving to first name, here I'm going to map the first name. So I'm searching for name over here, and here is the first name as test, and I've mapped it. Moving to last name, again I will map the last name from the response received, and I've mapped it. Moving further, here I need to mention the phone number. So from the response received, I will map the phone number. So this is done. So as I've mapped all of these details over here, now this method of mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response with new data, so that data can be taken over here in these fields. If I would have written this information manually, in that case this information would have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received new response. So to avoid that, we map the information. So now moving further, I will simply click on save and send test request. So here I've received the response and it is a positive response. Now I will take you to my MailerLite account. Here I'm going to refresh it once. And now I will go to PHP programming course group. And here you can see that test student is successfully added here as a subscriber in MailerLite. So here as of now, the subscriber is unconfirmed and an email has been sent for confirmation. So here is the email and now here I will click on confirm your email and you can see thank you. So that means the email has been confirmed and now here you can see that the test student is successfully added under active subscribers. So now here in Pabbly Connect, as this was a case for a customer who has purchased the course that is by the name of PHP programming course, is now successfully added over here in a group in MailerLite. So now moving back to Pabbly Connect, over here now what I need to do is, what if the customer purchases this course that is Java for beginners? So currently here I have two cases in front of me. The first case is that when the customer purchases a course that is PHP for beginners, then the same customer should be added as a subscriber in the group name as PHP for beginners in MailerLite. So here as I've set up the condition for the same, now moving to the second case, that is when a customer purchases a course for Java for beginners. So here I want to add the same customer as a subscriber in MailerLite in the group named as Java for beginners. So here now I need to do a test submission for Java for beginners course as well. So now what I will do is, here I'm going to scroll and now I'm going to recapture the webhook response and now I will click on yes. So here you can see this, it is waiting for a response. So over here, this is the payment page for my Java for beginners course. So here I'm going to mention the details. So here I filled in the details and now I'm going to select the course as Java for beginners. So here as I'm in test mode, here I'm going to make a test payment. And now over here I'm going to select a card. And over here I'm going to mention the test details. So here I'm mentioning it. And the expiry goes as 11/23, cardholder name as demo user and a dummy CVV. And now I will click on pay now. And here I will click on pay without saving card. And over here I will enter a dummy OTP and now I will click on submit. So here you can see that the payment is successful and now I will take you back to Pabbly Connect. And over here I've got the response. So here are the same details which I got in the first response. You can see it. So now over here I need to set filter and action step for Java for beginners course. So here I'm selecting it. And now over here in the select label, I'm going to follow the same process. And over here I'm going to search for the course name as Java. And here I've selected the label and the filter type will be equal to. And over here, I'm going to mention the value as Java for beginners, which is the course name. And now I will click on save and send test request. Over here, you can see that the status is success and the message is true. So that means now as the customer has made the purchase for Java for beginners course, then this filter condition will run. So only the customers who will be purchasing the course that is Java for beginners will go ahead in this automation. So here I'm adding the action step. So here as I want to add this customer as a subscriber in MailerLite in a group named as Java for beginners. So here I'm going to search for MailerLite again as my action application and here it is. Now I will select the action event that will be add or update subscriber in the group. And now over here I need to establish a connection again. So over here I'm going to click on connect. So here as I've already used MailerLite Classic in one of the steps in this automation. So here I'm going with the existing connection. So here as I've selected my existing connection and MailerLite Classic is once again connected with Pabbly Connect. So moving to group ID. So as over here I want to add this subscriber in the group named as Java for beginners. So over here in Pabbly Connect I'm going to select the group as Java for beginners and here it is. So now once this is done, here I need to mention these details. So I'm going to map the email from the response received and here is the email. I've mapped it and here I'm going to map the first name and I've mapped it. Moving to the last name, here I'm going to map the last name and I've mapped this as well. Moving to the phone number, from the response received, I'm going to search for it and going to map it. Done. So over here, as I've mapped all of these details, now I will simply click on save and send test request. So here you can see that I've received a response and our ID is generated. So this basically is a positive response. So here I will take you to my MailerLite account, and now over here I will go to Java for Beginners group. And over here you can see that dummy student is successfully added as a subscriber in MailerLite in the group named as Java for Beginners. But as of now the status is unconfirmed. But for confirmation a mail would have been sent. So I will take you to the mail, and here it says, thank you, you have signed up for the newsletter. So now here in active subscribers you can see that the customer who has just purchased the course that is by the name of Java for Beginners is now an active subscriber in a group named as Java for Beginners. So here are the groups, and now the customers who have made a purchase for the course have been added as a subscriber to the specific groups here in MailerLite. So this automation and integration was a successful one. Now when this workflow will run in real time, then whenever a new payment will be captured through Razorpay, then automatically the customer will be added as a subscriber to a specific group in MailerLite. Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.